Yo, what's happening? It's a sad day, man, that I just wanted to just do a small little show today. I don't really have an intro or any of that. But today we got word that over 14 elementary kids were killed today, and a teacher, by senseless gun violence once again. And it's getting aggravating, man. It's always been aggravating, but right now, since I'm trying to start a platform, I want to make sure that my voice is heard regarding this situation, because I think that as a country we aren't putting enough emphasis on protecting our children. There's a lot of crying out right now because of what's going on with the pro-life movement, because of abortion rights, and we all know that that's something that I also have a great stance on. That I don't believe we should be just murdering kids in the womb or outside of the womb. So I'm gonna stand firm on that and say that right now, what happened in Uvalde, Texas, place where I've done things out there. I have sites and let's just say that I'm familiar with the area. I'm actually familiar with the exact hospital where they've been to, where the kids were brought to, where the victims of the shooting were brought to. So I know that area pretty well. And right now, I just want to say, man, my prayer, that I know that's cliche, but listen, I pray, and I pray for real. My prayers are with the families that lost their children, man. My prayers are with the families of the gunmen. My prayers are with the families of the teachers, of the principals, of that whole community, man. We got to do something about this, man. I don't have the solutions right now. Right now, I just want to just put a video out there just to let my stance be known. This is where I stand on this, that there's something needs to be done. I'm not happy. There was only one time that I've ever said that I was going to press live on a camera and cry on camera, but I stopped myself. So I'm gonna hold it back right now too, because I didn't do it that time, and I'm gonna try my best not to do it this time. But that hurts, man. Watching those kids die. And I see the politics already entering the chat. I see what's going on in politics. I see how social media has become this political battlefield on who's right, who's wrong. I see it. I see it happening already, and I see what people are doing. And I'm letting you know right now that this is not the time to be playing politics with this. It's not the time to be talking about, okay, this is that party's fault, it's that party's fault. No, there was a sick individual right now who went into a school and killed babies. That's right now where my anger is at. I'm not angry at a party right now. I'll get to those parties later. But right now, I'm angry that someone wasn't able to stop this idiot, man. Okay, I'm going to play a couple of videos, man, and we're going to have a discussion on exactly what the, I don't know, man. I'm not really happy right now, but I'm gonna play a couple of videos, man.
Details are still being reported. The story is still developing, but at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, an 18-year-old gunman entered the campus and proceeded to shoot and kill 14 elementary school students and one teacher. Authorities have reported that the gunman is dead. As we share this story with you at this moment, it's unclear whether he took his own life or if the authorities shot him. But Texas Governor Greg Abbott, who has further loosened gun laws in his state, says that this is incomprehensible. In fact, here's the governor giving a press conference about this tragic shooting. Let's take a look.
Okay, I'm gonna stop that, and I'm doing this for a reason. I'm stopping it for a reason because I didn't vet most of these videos, so I don't know exactly what's going on. But looking at the Young Turks, I listen to the Young Turks. I watch their YouTube channel, so I kind of got an idea that right now they're gonna play politics with this, and right now I don't want to play politics with it. I understand the reason why they would, but I don't want to play politics with it right now. So I'm going to go to another video covering this incident, man, and I'm going to do this for a while. I'm not going to go into the political part right now.
I'm not going to talk.
Okay. Here's Steve Kerr. I think this was pregame of the Western Conference Finals. The Mavericks against the Golden State Warriors, and Steve Kerr had some words. Listen, I haven't listened to this. I don't know what he's gonna say, but I just want to play it just because, you know, this is something that's going on. Let's go.
About basketball, nothing's happened with our team in the last 6 hours. We're going to start the same way tonight. Any basketball questions don't matter. Since we left shoot around, 14 children were killed 400 miles from here, and a teacher. And in the last 10 days, we've had elderly Black people killed in a supermarket in Buffalo. We've had Asian churchgoers killed in Southern California, and now we have children murdered at school. When are we going to do something? I'm tired. I'm so tired of getting up here and offering condolences to the devastated families that are out there. I'm so tired of I'm tired of the moments of silence. Enough. There's 50 senators right now who refuse to vote on H.R. 8, which is a background check rule that the House passed a couple of years ago. It's been sitting there for 2 years. And there's a reason they won't vote on it, to hold on to power.
Okay, I'm going to pause this right now. I'm going to look up H.R. 8 because I'm not familiar right now, man. And I think that, let's see what H.R. 8 bill is. Okay, I don't want to see. I want to go to the bill. I don't want the political bent on the bill. I want to go to the bill. What's H.R. 8? Okay, let's see if I can open this in a new link right now. Stop it. I don't know if my Wi-Fi it's storming outside right now, so my Wi-Fi may be acting up a little bit. Let's see, I'll let Steve Kerr go. I'll try to pick it up on my phone. I'm gonna let Steve Kerr finish up what he's talking about.
You, Mitch McConnell, I ask all of you senators who refuse to do anything about the violence and school shootings and supermarket shootings, I ask you, are you going to put your own desire for power ahead of the lives of our children and our elderly and our churchgoers? Because that's what it looks like.
Okay, the H.R. 8 bill, the purpose of this act is to utilize the current background checks and process in the United States to ensure individuals prohibited from gun purchases or possessions are not able to obtain firearms. I'm with that. That's just the first sentence. I don't know what else is in there, but I'm with that. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to let Steve Kerr finish. Let's go.
It's what we do every week. So I'm fed up. I've had enough. We're going to play the game tonight, but I want every person here, every person listening to this to think about your own child or grandchild or mother or father or sister, brother. How would you feel if this happened to you today? We can't get numb to this. We can't sit here and just read about it and go, well, let's have a moment of silence. Yeah, go Dubs, you know? Come on, Mavs, let's go. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go play a basketball game. And 50 senators in Washington are going to hold us hostage. You realize that 90% of Americans, regardless of political party, want background check, universal background check. 90% of us, we are being held hostage by 50 senators in Washington who refuse to even put it to a vote, despite what we, the American people, want. They won't vote on it because they want to hold on to their own power. It's pathetic. I've had enough.
That was Steve Kerr. He gave his analysis on H.R. 8 bill. Like I said, I wasn't that familiar with the bill because I wasn't. Okay, so shown here was passed in March 11, 2021, Bipartisan Background Checks Act of 2021. The bill establishes a new background checks requirement for firearm transfers between private parties, unlicensed individuals. Specifically, it prohibits a firearm transfer between private parties unless a licensed gun dealer manufacturer or importer first takes possession of the firearm to conduct a background check. The prohibition does not apply to certain firearm transfers or exchanges such as gifts between spouses in good faith. That's pretty simple, man. That bill was passed 311 in the House of 2021. And looking at that, I'm trying to figure out what's the holdup with this. I don't get it. Like I said, I don't want to play politics with this situation. I don't think this is a time for politics. And I'm frustrated by the fact that we have to deal with this right now. I'm frustrated by the fact that little children have to die because of this right now. New news says there's 21 killed. Okay, I'm gonna play this one right here.
Breaking news tonight, a shooting at an elementary school in Texas leaves 18 children, second, third, and fourth graders dead, as well as 2 adults, as well as the suspect. It is the deadliest school shooting in Texas history and the deadliest since the Sandy Hook shooting almost a decade ago.
All of this unfolding at Robb Elementary School in the small town of Uvalde, Texas this morning at about 10:30. That town is about 70 miles just north of the U.S.-Mexico border, 80 miles west of San Antonio. We've also learned that the 18-year-old shooter is dead, apparently killed by police responding to that shooting.
Now, the video you're looking at shows parents at a civic center in the town of Uvalde where they were given information about their children. President Biden addressing the nation just a short while ago, and his remarks very personal.
To lose a child is like having a piece of your soul ripped away. There's a hollowness in your chest. You feel like you're being sucked into it and never going to be able to get out. Suffocating.
The flag at the White House was lowered to half staff after the school shooting in Texas, and President Biden has ordered flags on all federal buildings nationwide to be lowered as well.
Las Vegas Mayor Carol.
Okay, I think I'm gonna end it soon, but I wanted to just put some content out about that. Listen, here's my take, my last opinion on this. Well, my last opinion on this during this recording. I have a son. He's 5, and my wife, she has 5 brothers and sisters. She has a big family, so they have to be loud. In order to get their point, there's a lot of them, so they had to be loud. You know, they were basically fighting for attention their entire life. So my wife is loud. And I watch her, and she's the sweetest person. But I watch her sometimes, her voice raises just because that's naturally how she talks. She's loud. She's a loud talker. And when she raises her voice at my son by just talking loud, that angers me. Do you listen? It angers me to where I'm like, I want to jump on her and like, what are you doing? But then I'm like, no, that's her speaking voice. She's loud. I get it. She's loud. I'm not loud. I'm the only son. I was basically like my mom's first child, so my entire family loved me and protected me, and they were there for me, so I didn't have to be loud. My wife is loud, and when she gets on my son, you know, he's 5. He makes mistakes, and she's loud with him, and I'm ready to just jump on her because I'm like, no. So I can imagine the anger I would feel walking to the school that I left my son under their care, and they told me that my son was dead. I get angry at my wife when she's disciplining her son, our son. I would destroy a school system if my son would not make it home to me. So I can't comprehend how these parents feel. I don't want to comprehend. I never want to experience that, ever. My nephew picked up my bunny rabbit, and those of you that follow me on social media know I love my little bunny rabbit. and he dropped it on his nose. And I wanted to pick my nephew up and choke slam him, but I didn't. I love my nephew, but I didn't. So I love hard, man. I would not know how to live if something were to happen to my son. And I don't know how these parents are gonna make it. I'm praying for you all. I love you, man. I'm praying for you all. I don't know how you're gonna make it, but you are gonna make it. You can make it. So I close out with this, man. We have to do something to protect our children. Because when I drop my son off at school, I'm expecting to pick him up with more knowledge from the day, not wounded from the day. Listen, this is Alvin, the mutant. I should do a podcast. And right now, my thoughts and prayers are with the community of Uvalde, Texas. I'm signing out.